Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to inform and educate the public. So please subscribe to our channel. How does one suspend visitation? Here's the scenario. There's a court order that says that your child is to have parenting time and or visitation with mom on such and such days. You don't like it. You don't want to do it. You don't feel that it's convenient. Or your child doesn't want to go. Your child says, Dad, I don't want to go to mom. I'd rather go with my friends. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. What does the parent do faced with a situation where there's some pressure to not comply with the court order? Well, I will tell you that a lot of people think that it's sort of up to them. I've heard so many people say, well, I don't know what he's complaining about. I mean, I give him visitation whenever he asks. I don't think every parent realizes that visitation is not something that they give, okay? Visitation is something that the judge gives that they are ordered to comply with, okay? It's not up to dad to decide whether or not the kid can go to mom. Mom doesn't have the choice to say, well, don't worry, you'll skip dad this week. No. If somebody's doing that, all they're doing is creating a horrible situation, putting their child in the middle of their dispute with the other parent. They're not supposed to do that. Parents are supposed to encourage the parenting time with the other parent so that the child will grow up with an appropriate mutual respect and admiration for both parents. When kids are little, it's the funniest thing. Sometimes a little kid is just learning how to walk will fall. And the kid will almost look to see what the reaction is. If the parents say, oh, you got to get up, let's keep going, then the kid doesn't think anything of it. And if the parent goes, oh my God, you fell, the kid starts crying. Kids are looking for the cue of the parents. In a parenting time situation, if the parents are marginalizing each other, it's going to impact the kid. It's going to impact the view of the child. If mom is trying to make dad look unimportant, you know what's going to happen? That kid may well grow up thinking dad's not important. If dad tries to make mom look like she's not a worthwhile person, it's entirely possible that that's the attitude that the child will undertake. It's also possible that it'll backfire. It's also possible for the child to grow up and think, you know what, all I ever hear from mom is bad things about dad. And, I'm half of dad, so those are bad things about me, and I'm sick and tired of that. And it could backfire too. But my point of all this is to say that if you want to suspend parenting time because it's not in the best interest of the child, because it's harmful to the child, there are ways to do it. But it's not that you just decide not to send the child. You have to contact your lawyer. Your lawyer has to file an appropriate motion with the court. He has to lay out what the reasons are why the parenting time should be suspended. And then after a hearing, the court will decide whether or not it wants to modify its old order and change it to suspend the parenting time, to put conditions on it, to do this, to do that. It is not up to the parent to make that choice. And the moment you start making choices that is really the province of the judge to make, that's the moment you start losing your case. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.